Alright guys, y'all ready to bust a box of Hour of Devastation? Well, too bad, doing it anyway. Every time I do one of these, I always say, oh, I'm going to try to go really fast so this doesn't run for over 20 minutes, and then it always runs for over 20 minutes, so I'm really going to try to make this as fast as possible this time. Also, I'm going to put a little financial info up on the screen so you can kind of see. These things seem to be worth opening at this time. No prices are going to be in flux right now, but whatever. Better than nothing. Alright, so first pack we got a Sinuous Striker, Struggle to Survive, I think I missed an uncommon. Yeah, Angel of the God Pharaoh, because we got a Solemnity for the first rare, which is a pretty talked about card right now, and a foil common Puncturing Blow with a full art mountain. So that was a pretty good first pack. I know the Solemnity is all the rage at the moment. Next pack we got a Merciless Eternal with a Devotee of Strength, a Ifnir Deadlands, and Angel of Condemnation. Have no idea if that's considered any good or not. Honestly, don't even know what it does. Alright, pack trace. We got a Farm to Market, another Devotee of Strength, a Dunes of the Dead, and a Okatra's Last Mercy. That can be a pretty solid card situationally, but I doubt it's gonna command a very high value. Alright, we got another Farm to Market, a Sifter Worm, a Ominous Sphinx, and a Adorned Pouncer Kitty Cat. Guy's alright. A little double strike guy with Eternal Eyes. I mean, the Eternal Eyes late game could be pretty impactful. 4/4 double strike. Alright, now we got a Resolute Survivors, a Hashep Oasis, Inferno Jet, and first mythic is the Locust Gods. Pretty solid card with a foil common Ambuscade. Something? Never heard that word. Yeah, I'm not sure where that Locust God goes. I mean, you know, obviously Commander, but pretty solid abilities. Now we got a Doomfall, Shefet Dunes, a Torment of Scarabs, and a Champion of Wits. It's another just full art planes. Another playable little rare. Not going to be super valuable, but a solid card. Alright, now we got a Quarry Beetle, a Ipnu Rivulet, an Obelisk Spider, and Uncage the Menagerie. That is a decent card, but it's not a very pricey mythic, and statistically you're going to hit about 4 mythics in a box. So we've done 5 now without a whole lot of, or sorry, 2 without a whole lot of money. Another Sinuous Striker, and another Inferno Jet, Vizier of the True, and Leave to Chance for a rare. With a foil rare. Yeah, this is pretty fun Commander card, but that is about it. Every now and then you'll get 2 foil rares out of a box, so maybe there'll still be something valuable in here, because that was not gonna help our bottom line. Okay, we got a Fervent Paincaster, a Gideon's Defeat, Vile Manifestation with a Resilient Kinra. What does this guy do? Enters the battlefield, you may have a creature get XX where this thing's power, so 2/2, and then Eternalize 6, so pump 4/4 on the comeback. It's not a pretty forest. Yeah, that guy's alright. There's a lot of cards like that in this set, just solid, balanced cards. Not particularly impressive, but not junk. Alright, we got a Appeal to Authority. We got a Sunscourge Champion, Eternal of Harsh Truth, and Torment of Hellfire. This is a great card. I don't think it's worth a whole lot right now, but 2 black X, and for each X, your opponent loses 3 life unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard. I mean, enough said, right? You can quickly understand why 5 or 6 into X could be a bad prospect for your opponent and pretty damn good for you. Alright, now we get a Chandra's Defeat, Saving Grace, Vizier of the Anointed with Nahab the Eternal. I really like this guy on paper. Man, there's a lot of cards like that that come along that just seem like they're going to be so strong, and then they just never find that slot. And I could totally see that guy being one of those cards, but he really looks interesting. Okay, we got another Quarry Beetle, Crook of Condemnation, another Obelisk Spider with Ronus's Last Stand. I think this will probably be, at least in standard, the most played of these Last Stand cards. I mean, a 5/4 for 2 is just another foil Bloodwater Entity. 5/4 for 2 is something you can't ignore, even with the drawback. And that early in the game, you still make your land drop next turn and play something. I think it's a pretty solid card. Oops, is that an uncommon? Yeah, okay, we got a Steward of Solidarity, a Supreme Will. This is a fantastic uncommon. This probably lists for at least $1 or something. Burning Fist Minotaur. Sounds pornographic. A Hazaret's Undying Fury for our rare with no foils and no lands. Or no full art lands. Okay. Now we got a Merciless Eternal. We got a Crypt of the Eternals. A Sand Strangler, which is not possible. You cannot strangle sand. And Hour of Glory. This is a pretty neat card. Exile target creature, and if it's a god, you go exile all of them. Yeah, I mean, 4 mana, certainly not gonna make the cut outside of standard, but it's pretty useful in that format. Now we get a Bloodwater Entity, a Dagger of the Worthy, Liliana's Defeat. This is probably the best defeat card and could totally see modern play, even at sorcery speed. I mean, 1 black, it kills so many creatures. And, I mean, there is a competitive Liliana in that format where they could lose 3 life as well. With an Abandoned Sarcophagus. This card's probably going to do something temporary with all the cycling going on. It's pretty neat. And a full art Island. And a horse. Okay, looks like we're getting on the halfway point, and this box has been mediocre-tastic, which is kind of my luck with booster boxes. Alright, we got a Sifter Worm, another Crook of Condemnation, Overcome, it's a worse overrun, and a Dejaru with Eyes Open. I wish my eyes were closed so I wouldn't have seen that. With a foil common and no lands. Yeah, if anybody's watched any of my other content, I'm pretty good with pre-release kits and pretty bad with full boxes in terms of my luck. Okay, we got a Triland, Crypt of the Eternals, and a Cursed Horde, another crappy Overcome, and Nimble Obstructionist. This guy's pretty solid. He's like a, I don't know, kind of like a Stifle on cycle, and then he's got Flash and Flying, and he's cheap, and just, I don't know, a lot of versatility going on with that guy, and a cool planes. So, I think that bird's gonna pop up somewhere. We got a Magmaroth, another Dagger, another Liliana's Defeat, really good. And Imminent Doom. Red enchantment that involves doom counters cannot be good. I don't know what it does. I'm just gonna profile that card and use past statistics to determine that that card is probably bad. Steward of Solidarity, another Supreme Will, awesome card. Desert's Hold with a Kefnat's Last Word. I really like this one too. I mean, you know, at the point in the game where you would do this, you know, the loss of the untap step could be very integral to your victory or not a big deal at all. I mean, Control is known for going into the deep waters and having a lot of mana open. But again, you know, taking your opponent's best card for one untap step permanently is pretty good. Hope Tender, a Braid, Claim to Fame. This is an awesome uncommon that has non-standard implications as well. An Hour of Revelation, Planar Cleansing that can be cast on the cheap situationally. Certainly going to be a commander card. Probably see a little fringe standard play as well. And then we got an Appeal to Authority, Riddle Form, Consign to Oblivion, and Scavenger Grounds, Colorless Desert, sack it, and do a Tormod's Crypt effect. That's pretty solid. Any cards like that that, you know, you can duplicate an effect without taking up one of your actual card slots is always useful, so I'm sure that'll see some play. We got a Gideon's Defeat, a Dune Diviner, Shephet Dunes, Bontu's Last Reckoning. A lot of people are pretty hot on this card. I don't know that I see it. Not saying it's not gonna see some play or be pivotal somewhere, but I don't know. Just seems like a pretty substantial drawback for the effect. And it seems like Manticore Eternal, Banewhip Punisher, Burning Fist Porno Guy, and Hour of Devastation. This is a great card. We all know what that does, boardwalk and whatnot, but that Bontu's Reckoning just seems like in formats where Damnation is legal, do you really need to board wipe on turn 3? And if you do, you lose your turn 4 when you could just Damnation on turn 4. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Jace's Defeat, River Hoopo. I love this guy. He looks so goofy, like a parrot that got electrocuted. A Torment of Scarabs, and a Dream Stealer with a pretty forest. I haven't opened a ton of Amonkhet, and certainly not this set, but I have yet to pull a foil of any of these new full art lands. Another Hope Tender, Unraveling Mummy, Tenacious Hunter, and a Mirage Mare. Love, love, love this card. Super versatile. I mean, it's, I don't know, you know, I could see it doing something in standard depending on what comes out in the next couple of years, but man, for Commander, just the possibilities are endless on that card. Alright, now we get a Razaketh's Right, Chandra's Defeat, Struggle to Survive, and a Reason to Believe. Scry 3 for 1 blue. Man, that's pretty strong. I mean, scrying alone isn't all that great at the cost of cards, but 3 for 1 mana. And this Believe is pretty sweet too. I mean, I don't know. I really like that card. I hope it pops up somewhere. Okay, now we got a Sunset Pyramid, another Razaketh's Right, a Ruminant Ruins, and Samut the Tested. I really like this card. I think it's... Oh, hey, how about that? Oh, look, a regular one with it. That's so cool. I just said that I'd never pulled one. Man, I've never pulled a pack foil Nicol Bolas from this new set, guys. That's something that I have never once done. Ever. Just putting that out there. Yeah, I really like that Samut card, though. I know most people are kind of down on it, think it's weak, etc. Super broken with doubling season in play, and I like that it's playable. It's just balance, you know. Not everything has to be a Mind Sculptor. Let's see, we got Jace's Defeat, another Shockbird, Ominous Sphinx, and Razaketh the Foul-Blooded. Man, this guy's just so busted if you can get him into play. I know that right there, that crazy number with all the black mana symbols is, you know, quite a barrier, but, you know, Eldrazi's and stuff, like, you get that guy out, even if they remove him, in response, you can tutor as much as you want, fill up your hand with anything in your deck. I mean, geez, I don't know if he'll be able to make a competitive impact, but certainly in Commander he is awesome. Sunset Pyramid, Desert's Hold, Eternal of Harsh Truce, and Hour of Eternity. Spend 1,000,000 mana to make some zombies, who cares, and a cool swamp. I really like that swamp a lot. I think the kind of ominous horns in the background work best on a swamp for some reason, and a cat. Alright, I think we've got seven packs to go. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. My camera kind of freaked out on me and I had to restart it, but it did give me an opportunity to set this pack with something super cool that wasn't really in it and pretend like I pulled it, and probably shouldn't be telling you that. Alright, we got a Hashep Oasis, a Bloodwater Entity, an Inferno Jet, and then check this out, isn't this crazy? Whoa, it's an that's actually pretty terrible. With a foil Porn Star. That's pretty cool. Except it's not. I don't know, what does this actually do? First strike, 2/1/2, and you can pump it. It's not awful, I guess. If you were running some of those new graveyard split cards, maybe. Okay, we're down to the final 6 packs. And this video is running super long. Isa's Defeat, Ruminant Ruins, Banewhip Punisher, and Wildfire Eternal. Fun fact, if you're going to buy a box of this guy's the buy a box promo, so make sure your local store dictator gives you one. Alright, now we get a foil something back there. I can already see it. Got Accursed Horde, Magma Wrath, Vile Manifestation, and Amit Eternal. This guy's pretty cool. And the foil is a Wall of Common. Who cares? Not very cool. What did I throw over here? Oh god, that's not where that goes. I'm all messed up. I think there was a bunch of uncommons in there that I just mixed up, but I'll worry about that later. Okay, now we got a Unconventional Tactics, another Inferno Jet, a Vizier of the True with a Pride Sovereign, and a not foil, but full art island. You know, for this to be a small set, I haven't hit the little Crucible of Worlds guy. Usually you'll see about every rare in a set on these smaller sets, and sometimes doubles. Okay, final 3. Kicking off with an Angel of the God Pharaoh, another Tenacious Hunter, another Desert something or other, and that guy, man, I am really good at making that happen. Oh, and a foil. We did get another full rare, Hazaret's Undying Fury, but it's not cool, and it's not a Nicol Bolas. So I'm 2 out of 3 of saying, oh, I never got this, and then I got it. But the one that matters I didn't get, so that's not great. Okay, now we got another Oasis, Devotee of Strength, that Desert, and that rare Desert. No foils, no lands. Alright, final pack. And Imaginary Threats, Resolute Survivors, Consigned to Oblivion with Driven to Despair, and of Plains. Okay, so that was my box. I'm going to do the financial stuff in post, so you're seeing it in real time, and I have no idea what the value of this box was, but I'm guessing it was kind of mediocre, but most boxes are going to be average, so if you go open a box, it will probably look similar to this one, so maybe this gave you guys some insight on if you should drop your $95 to $100 on one of these. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video. Wasn't that fun and informative? Now you should watch all my other videos and like and subscribe and leave comments, and yay! See you next time.